This deleted scene from Ryan Coogler's Sinners just came out, and everybody wants to know why he left it out. Because look how good this is.
Love the way I'm preaching. Feeling in a soul.
So it's a split diopter shot, which actually does a lot of things artistically that are thematically relevant in this movie, and we're going to talk about that. But let's talk about why this scene, why everyone thinks this scene is so good and really wanted it in the movie. First, it really has to do with what Sinners is about. So Sinners is about music, right? It's about how embedded it is in Black culture and how powerful it is and how it helps us move and be motivated, inspired, and be able to grieve. It's just all of that. Another important thing we need to know here is about Delroy Lindo's character, Delta Slim. He's an established blues player in the movie that's really important to the community, represents the struggle that everybody's going through in the Black community in the movie, and how expressing things through music is kind of one of the only outlets to get out that grief and that pain. That's a big part of his character in the movie. So this deleted scene, I'm not 100% sure where it would have went, but it's in the juke joint, and I'm assuming it would have happened probably before Preacher Boy's musical sequence. Now let's talk about why this scene matters. So in this scene here, you have Delroy Lindo's character, Delta Slim, in the foreground, and then you have Preacher Boy and Pearline in the back. And this split right here also goes thematically with the twins, with Michael B. Jordan's characters. And also Sinners obviously deals a lot with race, with segregation. And so this camera right here, this angle that he's using right here, it's a split, it's segregated. I think it plays into that with its visual language too. Another thing I see here that's cool is you have the past in the foreground in Delta Slim, and in the background you have the future, which also plays into the best musical sequence ever when Preacher Boy is doing his song, and we all know that special scene. And so the visual language here is really amazing, and it goes really well with the movie. And so the question is, why would Coogler cut it? Now, when I was in my creative writing courses in college, all of my professors would say you have to get comfortable with sometimes cutting what you think is the best part out of your stories, because you may love it and other people may love it, but at the same time, it might not serve the story in the way that you really think the story should go. And so by itself, while we're looking at this clip, I mean, it's a really cool looking clip. It's emotional and it feels like it should fit in the movie. However, you could argue that due to how good Preacher Boy's song was in the juke, Coogler probably just wanted to have that be like the moment at that part of the movie. Yes, Pearline also does a song later, but the scene here with Delta Slim in the deleted scene, it's very slow. It takes a lot of focus and attention to put on it, right? And maybe he just wanted all that on Preacher Boy's song instead, which I would agree with, because as we all know, that literally is probably one of the best scenes in movie history. But as we look at this scene, even though it's 4.5 minutes long, I don't necessarily think this whole thing would have had to be used to be powerful in the movie. I think it could have been cutting in between different shots. And so in a way, I still think it could have been utilized, because I truly love that nature of it being split and representing the past and the future, and then just seeing kind of that emotion on Delta Slim's face and through his singing. Like, it really does just fit so well. But it's never too late, because they could just release an extended edition. I'm pretty sure we could all get down with that. But I think a bigger question to ask here is how this resembles Coogler's evolution as a filmmaker. And from the couple of the deleted scenes that I've seen, I think it shows that he's just so able to focus on what he wants to put in a movie and how he wants things to come across, and good with pacing and themes and symbols and all of it. I think when you have a masterpiece like Sinners, you have to be able to really hone in on what makes this story great, right? Especially with the way the structure that movie worked, where it took so much time to explore the setting and explore the characters before the real action of the movie started happening. You really have to be meticulous in what you're putting in so that momentum never gets lost, right? And I think on such kind of like a high art movie, there's going to be hard decisions being made there when you have such good actors and actresses and script writing. Like there's just going to be a lot of good material you have to work with, and cutting things can be really hard. But at the end of the day, it's better to have too much good stuff than not enough. And so cutting a scene like this or cutting a different kind of scene, man, I think to be in the position where you have that much good stuff to work with, that's a blessing right there. Now, with all that being said, do I think this scene should have stayed in the movie? Probably not. Kind of like I was saying before, I think the focus, the main focus of the music being on Preacher Boy worked well for his own characterization, worked well for the movie, and I think it really allowed us to sit with that scene, which was just the most powerful part of the movie. But let me know, what do you think? Do you think this scene should have stayed in the movie or no? I loved Sinners so much, and I can't wait to get a physical copy. It's going to be right up there in July when it comes out. And at that point, I probably will do more breakdowns on it after I can watch it a few more times. Y'all let me know if you're interested in that. And I appreciate you watching this. Go ahead and give a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like it. And until next time, I'll see y'all.